WebEngage is a SaaS platform primarily focusing around retargeting, helping customers, getting on the online platform and retargeting their customers and, understanding the drops in their overall user life cycle and then targeting those gaps and trying to, increase those conversion rates which are currently there. So that is something a brief about what WebEngage does. We have a monthly average ongoing projects of around 80 to 100. Now some of them might close and new projects will come. I head the overall onboarding function at WebEngage. Every account post a sale is made and the agreement is signed comes to my team. To be very honest, this is the first tool which we started using for onboarding. Before that, everything was on a spreadsheet which was there. Challenges a lot, there's no clarity of where each project is currently, what is completed versus what is pending. The reason is because the influx of projects was very high. So that was the main challenge which we were facing out. No visibility of each project for the project manager himself or herself, as well as for us who are heading the overall team. The second blocker was the timelines. We set out these timelines which we currently had, but we were never able to meet them because there was no proper process which was set up and people did not know when to follow up or what needs to be done. Now that we have a process laid out and we have replicated that process into Rocketlane, it is very clearer to everyone what are the next set of steps. If something happens, then what is the next step to do? If something doesn't happen also, then what is the next step to do? And the third, I think, biggest challenge which we're facing is training part. So in terms of process training, everyone had their own style of onboarding. Even if you gave them a central style, because there's no tool to track it, right? So everyone had their own way of onboarding. On onboarding per se, like I've used Basecamp, I've used Asana, I've used a lot of tools which were there. So those are good tools, but they are not specifically for onboarding. I really love the fact that it can tell you if a project is ahead of time. So basically inferred progress, which is there, which you guys mentioned, that if it's running late, if it's running ahead of time, if it's late, then by how many days, if it's ahead of time, then how many days. That I used to do manually by, previously on Google spreadsheets. So it's the first top feature which I really love. The second feature is the space which you guys have created for the customers. By click of a link, like a customer has its own view where they can track the progress of the project which are there. Okay, the third would be maybe the templatization of each type. So you create templatizations, you create templates for each type of projects you might have seen, and then it's very easy to get. Whenever you get a new project, you have to just select the template which suits that project very well, and then just have that whole project created within like 1 or 2 minutes max. I think that is something which is very helpful. The reason is because to create every project from scratch, if that feature was not there, would have taken a lot of time for my team. And that would have been a little bit of deal breaker, which was there. I'll tell you based on my KPI, which was there. So our main KPI, as I told you, was average time frame of onboarding and the estimated billing start. Before Rocketlane, our average onboarding time frame was around 90 days. And the billing start was similarly around 80-85 days, which was there, which is very similar. It went hand in hand with each other. Post the tool and post adoption and setting up the process and making a lot of version changes and I think setting it up as per our needs, which was there. Currently, we are standing at the end of Q1 of 2022. We are standing at an average onboarding time frame of 45 days, which is 50% reduction from where we started, and an estimated billing start of around 35 to 40 days, which is there. So it's a big, huge difference which we have made, and I think that is Rocketlane has a big part to play in it.